Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
That's a perfect segue to something else. Do you know the book First Break All the Rules by
No.
Buckingham and Kaufman?
No.
It's a book, man, you'd love it. You would absolutely.
I'm going to have to read it.
Oh, you got to read it. Not the whole world doesn't have to, but anybody in HR needs to, or managers need to. But it was written by these two guys, Buckingham and Kaufman. But they work for Gallup organization that does polling.
Yes.
And it's based on 80,000 interviews with business managers. And one of their conclusions, this is what I was going to ask you about, and maybe read it. We'll talk about it again. We'll do a book review.
All right.
Their main takeaway is don't try to put in what was left out. And what they're saying is people can change, but not much. And anyway, anyway, it's much more developed than that. But that's basically the takeaway is people aren't going to change. And I look back on my career and I can say I've had particularly like people with emotional problems and alcohol problems working for me. And I kept them way too long because of empathy and
yes,
I'm not going to throw them out when they're at the bottom and all this. But I can think maybe right now of 2 cases where people behaved in a manner that should have gotten them fired.
Right.
And instead worked with them and they became not only stars, but rock stars. But that's that's over 50 years. So I don't know. That would be a question I would ask you. Maybe read the book. Is it worth trying to make people?
I'm going to read the book. I would say that in my career, I've seen a much higher rate than what you're saying the book has had on successes. And so I really think that in the early time in working with that employee through their difficulty, paying particular attention on if that relationship is salvageable or if they're serious about meeting the goals, whatever those goals are professionally. And so leaning in when they are serious and doing their part. But if they are not serious and they're consistently not meeting the deadlines early on, then maybe that's when we stop those relationships.
Yeah, and I think, I know you've talked about this, not on the podcast today, but before. What am I contributing to their not being able to do it? So,
Oh, absolutely.
Physician, heal thyself and get the mote out of my eye or the log out of my eye.
Right.
So, anyway, that's a dilemma for a lot of people. And I'm going to give a practical application for people who listen to us. People who listen to us know that when you sell a business, you're typically selling a multiple of the profit. So if you made $100,000, you just sell, and the multiples you sell your business for $400,000. I had a client who sold his business and he got a 7 multiple. There's a point to this. I know you're looking at.
Okay.
What's he talking about? But he sold the business. We were doing due diligence, and a young lady walked into the room and he glared at her. And she said, "Sorry, I just need to go get that." And she got something and left. And I said, What was that all about? He said, I just realized she cost me $210,000. I said, okay. He said her salary was $30,000. She could not do anything. But he kept her on because she was the daughter of a friend and he was selling the business and they'd let her go. His multiple was 7. $30,000 her salary, reduced their profit by $30,000 times 7 is $210,000. Not letting her go cost him. So there's that. I mean, that's kind of way out of normal reasonable. HR, but that's what happens when you're selling your business and you have what I call legacy employees.
Yes.
I don't know if there's a universal meaning to that, but they've always been here. They started with my dad when he found it. All that stuff. What do they do? Yeah, he's kind of the PR guy with among the, whatever it is. Well, when you sell your business, there are 8 or 10 of those guys in there. It's costing you a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you can actually go in and give them some money in separation. Although I don't know if you can always do that, right? I've had people tell me, don't just go ahead.
Well, it depends. You have to do a little due diligence to figure out what the opportunities are. So I don't want to say you could do it across the board, but I think certainly it's a viable thing to consider.
Well, that's another point where they need HR professionals because
Yes.
yeah, well, I couldn't. I gave him $10,000. We didn't give Bill $10,000. Well, Bill's a jerk. Now I don't know if that counts for anything or not,
Right.
but it sounds like, that might not be a good thing.
I don't think that's a good practice, right?
Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, might be there, might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.